Okay, I'm gonna read this now and probably cry. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here today. So today is going to be a writing vlog because last night I pretty much finished the first draft of my novel that I'm currently working on. I say pretty much finished because there is still a little scene that I want to include. I might make it the epilogue, I might make the last chapter the epilogue, and then make the last chapter into the part that I'm going to add in. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to structure this one scene and put this one scene into the story as well, just because I feel like it really completes it and benefits the whole plot line. And it's just, I feel like it's necessary to put it in, but I haven't yet. Last night, I pretty much finished the first draft, and it was a bit emotional for me. I was sat here for quite a few hours finishing the last chapters, and it was just a very surreal experience. And then I woke up this morning and just felt this this weight lifted off of my shoulders, but also like a different weight is now on my shoulders of the next step of editing, which I'm really excited about because something that I kept thinking about with like the writing process and the editing process is I was relating it to when I illustrate. And so when I illustrate, my favorite part of any work of art that I create is not the first part where you're trying to remove the whiteness from the page or from the canvas. I don't love like the first part of the drawing where you're trying to put down the structural elements so that you're trying to get their proportions correct and you're trying to get the foundation on the page. But my favorite part is when you have your proportions right and you have the sketch down and you get to then add in the details. And that's kind of what it feels like going from the first draft to the editing phase of the second, third, fourth, however many drafts you want to do. The second to however many drafts you want to do stage feels like putting in those details because you already have your foundation and now you get to just turn it into this very detailed and meticulously thought out work of art. And so that's what it feels like with like the editing stage. So I'm very excited to get to the editing stage, but I'm also a bit daunted just because it is quite a big feat. But I mean, this whole process has been a very big mountain that I've had to climb, but it has been such a glorious experience and adventure. So anyway, yes, right now I am going to work on adding in that scene that I was telling you guys about, and then there are a few spots where I didn't know what the characters' names were. Certain characters, I left them nameless, and I just put in insert this person's name here in the earlier chapters. And then eventually, when I did decide on a name later in the chapters, so everyone is named by the end of the book, but I just have to go back and fill in their names where I left them blank earlier on when I didn't know them. Yes, I'm looking forward to that because I feel like just doing that will give me a sense of accomplishment and like I'm working towards more of a complete or neater draft. I'm really, really happy and proud. I am so proud of draft one, this draft that I have just almost completed. But at the same time, I know that it's very messy and there are a million grammar mistakes and it could be a lot neater. My boyfriend actually sent me a picture of this quote from Ernest Hemingway, and it says, "The first draft of anything is shit." And I could not agree more. And the fact that Ernest Hemingway, a writer who I admire so much, said that and believed that makes me feel very comforted. So yes, I just wanted to update you guys and tell you that I am 99% done with draft one of my novel, and so it is one step closer to possibly getting in your hands, which the prospect of that is so incredibly exciting. And other things that I also want to work on, are the illustrations. I was thinking about what I want the cover to look like. I pretty much am like 90% sure of what I want the title to be. I have a great vision for this book, and I just want to try and realize it and make it a reality. I have so many ideas for the cover. I have so many ideas for the illustrations. If you don't know, I went to university or college in New York City. I went to an art school called the Fashion Institute of Technology, and I studied illustration and writing, and now I am trying to make my dream come true of being a writer and illustrator of books and to tell my story. I am just so passionate about this book. I've put so much of my heart and soul into it, and I have such a great vision for it, and I have so many ideas with what I want to do with it, and the effects that I hope that it will have for the people who read it and look at it. And just the thought of that is really getting me through. Yeah, I'm going to get writing on that final scene, and I will come back to you guys when maybe I have a completed first draft. I feel funny saying that because it's going to change so much over the course of editing, but draft 1 is almost done. So, yes. Anyway, let's get writing. Okay, it's been over 2 hours. I wrote almost 2 pages, and I think I'm done. Oh my god. I made it the epilogue, and I don't know if it's going to stay the epilogue. It could I could switch the epilogue and the last chapter. The last chapter could be the epilogue, or the epilogue could be the last chapter. They could kind of flip-flop, depending on which way I think it flows better. I think it flows really well as the epilogue, how I have it written right now. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel. I wrote a novel? I wrote a novel? What? How many words are there? There are 118 pages, but they're not formatted. 38,743 words. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I haven't read through what I've just written. I haven't read through the whole thing. So I am going to read through it and see how it flows. I can't believe I did it. And I'm so happy I get to share this with you. Because as much as this book is for me, I'm writing it because it's my dream. But it's 110 million% for you. Because what is a writer without a reader? So, thank you so much. I'm going to get emotional. Do not cry in this vlog, Carolyn. Okay, before I start weeping, I'm probably going to cry after I read this, so probably won't film that. Thank you for everything, being a part of my life and being a part of this book and coming along on this journey with me and all of your encouragement. And I love making these videos. I love bringing you on this writing journey, and I hope that they inspire you or bring you comfort or make you smile or something. Okay, I'm gonna read this now and probably cry. I said I wouldn't film myself, but I figured for the memories. Oh my god. I might not put this in. Carolyn, this is just for you. I did it. I'm gonna go have a snack.